Hello, and welcome back to Warmup for Iceborne. I'll be your host and guide Shepard, and today we'll be visiting the Elder's Recess. This land is rich with high-powered energy, and full of new monsters to discover. Let's take a whirlwind tour of the beasts and special equipment we can find here. As we discover the monsters, there will always be 2 spikes near each one of them. I'll be showing the locations, so make sure to pick them up. First on the list is Uragaan. Uragaan is by far one of the most resilient monsters in the game. His hard chin and rough exterior prevent him from taking much damage, and he already has a ton of life. A weak spot can be created if you break his chin, ideally through either explosive or water damage. If you can't break it, well, normal attacks to his underside is pretty much your only choice. Poison's relatively effective on him, so consider using it on your or your Palico's weapon. Our pink Rathian Gunlance matches perfectly with him. Sliding down into the main cavern, make sure to check the bone pile. This is a great source of brutal bones, a resource that can be used to make stronger equipment. A true fan favorite, Dodogama is always using the energy in the area to power up his explosive attacks. If you're in this main area here, you can always use any of these crystals to drop on him. If you're going to be using range attacks, you might want to consider using Thunder. Be careful of his powerful explosive attacks, and you should be fine. Dropping down, we head into an area you should be keeping an eye on. There's a good mining path that starts here, as well as some extra flash bugs. Okay, so up ahead is Lavasioth. After grabbing our 2 sets of Nergigante spines, we're going to continue going for more ore. Lavasioth is a strange monster, in that you'll normally only be able to deal full damage if his magma armor hasn't been hardened. We can weaken it by applying fire damage. Gun lances are a perfect weapon, as every gun lance shot will deal a small amount of fire damage. Otherwise, you can consider using weapons with high raw and low fire like Uragaan, or just try and go all out with raw damage and water weapons. We can now explore the world a little bit more and find some new subspecies. Namely, Azure Rathalos and Black Diablos. Azure is normally found in the Elder's Recess, but he shows up in the Ancient Forest as well. Black Diablos spawns near the normal Diablos, but actually starts off in the den. As for individual changes, well, Azure Rathalos just likes to fly a little bit more, and Black Diablos will charge a little bit faster. If you see Black Diablos charging up her charge, make sure to start evading to the side. Wow, assuming you've gone around and tracked down all the other apex predators, you now have access to a huge amount of equipment. There are nearly infinite number of combinations we could go with. I'll be covering the most vital pieces to upgrade to, as well as some weapon upgrade paths we're going to continue using while we head towards the endgame. Longsword should continue down the ore path, as this is going to be getting us very close towards the desired final upgrade. Sword and Shield should continue down the Baroth path, and we're going to be getting even more raw power with this next upgrade. Dual blades are of course always great when they're paired with the appropriate element, but assuming you don't want to spend too much time grinding, Diablos is still a great source of raw damage. Hammer doesn't change up much. We're going to continue on with the Diablos upgrade path. I really like the final song list on the ore hunting horn, so we're going to be ending up maxing it down the iron tree. The lance isn't going to finish in the ore line, but it is going to be going into an upgrade very soon that requires the ore upgrade. The Switch Axe can actually get a relatively early upgrade into Black Diablos, so upgrade it to this level if you can. The Charge Blade will only need normal Diablos parts, again boosting its raw damage even further. Insect Glaive is of course always great when it has plenty of sharpness to play around with, so we're going to be sticking with ore for now. You have the choice between Giratotis for spread or Odogaron for normal. I prefer normal for now, so continue upgrading down that path. You should be working to keep all of your elemental bows fully upgraded. Keep up on the upgrades with the Anjanath and Legiana bows for now. Okay, now onto the armor. From Dodogama, we have even more flexibility added to our Gunlance and Charge Blade sets, with either the Beta Tacet or Legs being a good option. The Ingot Arms give 2 points of health boost in a slot, an excellent defensive choice if you don't have any high priority arms to make. The Lavasioth Greaves give us Spread Shot Up, an extremely useful skill to pair with our bow or spread bowgun sets. Legiana has many good pieces, but her Beta Tacet shines for the Ice Bow. For Odo, the arms remain a great piece, with either the Alpha or Beta versions working well. Later on, we might find a use for the Odo Beta Tacet as well. Rathalos gives us a set bonus that is invaluable for elemental weapons, and especially bows. Critical Element. Every time we deal a critical hit, we're going to get a huge boost to our elemental damage. The Beta Helm is a good choice, and the Beta Chest will be a piece you'll use until the very late into the endgame. Consider making the Beta Tacet as an option for fire weapons, as well as the Alpha Legs if you're looking for a way to finish off Weakness Exploit. Mind's Eye is a decent skill for monsters that have a lot of spots that you bounce on, so maybe consider making a 4-piece mix set if you're in that situation. Azure Rathalos is a good choice to mix in with the Rathalos set, as they both count towards the same set bonus. The Beta Azure Rathalos Helm is especially great if you have a good amount of elemental decos, as it mixes with Rathalos and has 2 open slots. The Beta Azure Rathalos chest is good for sets that need free element up or ammo up. The set bonus we get from Diablos is relatively worse going into high rank. Non-elemental boost remains a good skill, but we're eventually going to get a decoration for it anyways. That being said, there are cases for making some Black Diablos pieces. The Alpha Helm and Beta Arms give us 3 points of focus with lots of slots. The Beta Legs are also a good source of normal shot up, great again for bows or normal type bowguns. Well, that's it for our friends in the Elder's Recess, and many of the other returning Tier 2 monsters. Make sure to subscribe, as we'll be covering every monster in the game, continuing on with the Basil Goose next. Until next time, this is Shepard, saying good luck, and have a good hunt.